Quotes from Abraham Lincoln.
All my life I have tried to pluck a thistle and plant a flower wherever the flower would grow in thought and mind.
I've always strived to replace negative thoughts with positive ones in my mind and in others.
All that I am or hope to be, I owe to my angel mother. Everything good about me and my dreams are thanks to my wonderful mom.
Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any other. Believing in your own ability to succeed is the most important part of achieving your dreams.
Am I not destroying my enemies when I make friends of them?
Making friends out of foes is the best way to conquer them.
Avoid popularity if you would have peace.
To enjoy a peaceful life, don't chase fame.
Common-looking people are the best in the world. That is the reason the Lord makes so many of them.
Ordinary folks are great because they're the majority, and there's beauty in being common. Government of the people, by the people, for the people, shall not perish from the earth. People power won't fade, as we're all in charge of our world.
I can make more generals, but horses cost money. Creating leaders is easy, but resources are valuable and hard to replace.
I care not much for a man's religion whose dog and cat are not the better for it.
If your beliefs don't make you kinder to your pets, I question how much they really matter. I do the very best I know how, the very best I can, and I mean to keep on doing so until the end.
I give my all and won't stop trying until my very last moment. I hope to stand firm enough to not go backward and yet not go forward fast enough to wreck the country's cause.
I aim to balance progress with stability to avoid harming our future.
I never had a policy. I have just tried to do my very best, each and every day.
I just focus on giving my all, every single day, without specific plans.
I remember my mother's prayers, and they have always followed me. They have clung to me all my life.
Mom's prayers have been my lifelong comfort and guide.
If once you forfeit the confidence of your fellow citizens, you can never regain their respect and esteem. Lose people's trust and you won't get it back.
If there is anything that a man can do well, I say let him do it. Give him a chance.
Let people do what they're good at and watch them shine.
In great contests, each party claims to act in accordance with the will of God. Both may be, and one must be wrong.
Both sides in a big fight think they're right, but at least one must be mistaken. In the end, it's not the years in your life that count. It's the life in your years.
Life's value is measured by its moments, not by its length.
It has been my experience that folks who have no vices have very few virtues.
People who seem perfect are often not as good as you think.
Let's have faith that right makes might, and in that faith let us to the end dare to do our duty as we understand it.
Believe doing right gives us strength, and let's bravely do what we feel is our duty.
Marriage is neither heaven nor hell. It is simply purgatory.
Marriage isn't perfect or terrible. It's just somewhere in between. Most folks are as happy as they make up their minds to be. Happiness is a choice we decide for ourselves. My dream is of a place and a time where America will once again be seen as the last best hope of Earth.
I dream of a future where America is once again the world's greatest beacon of hope.
My great concern is not whether you have failed, but whether you are content with your failure.
I care more if you're okay with failing, not just that you failed. Nearly all men can stand adversity, but if you want to test a man's character, give him power. True character shows when you have power, not just during tough times. No man has a good enough memory to be a successful liar.
Lying fails because even the best memory can't keep all the fibs straight.
No man is good enough to govern another man without the other's consent.
People should only be led by those they agree to follow. No matter how much cats fight, there always seem to be plenty of kittens.
Cats may squabble, but they never fail to keep the family growing.
Sir, my concern is not whether God is on our side. My greatest concern is to be on God's side, for God is always right. I just want to make sure I'm on the right team, God's team, because He's never wrong.
That some achieve great success is proof to all that others can achieve it as well.
Success is possible for anyone, as shown by those who've already made it.
The best thing about the future is that it comes one day at a time. The future is great because it arrives bit by bit, making it easier to handle. The best way to destroy an enemy is to make him a friend. Turn foes into friends and you'll have no enemies to fight. The best way to get a bad law repealed is to enforce it strictly.
Strictly enforcing a bad law highlights its flaws and speeds up its removal.
The highest art is always the most religious, and the greatest artist is always a devout person.
Great art deeply connects with spirituality, and the best artists are often very faithful.
The people will save their government if the government itself will allow them. People can fix their government, but only if the government lets them help.
The philosophy of the schoolroom in one generation will be the philosophy of government in the next.
Today's classroom ideas shape tomorrow's government policies.
The things I want to know are in books. My best friend is the man who'll get me a book I ain't read. Books hold the secrets I crave, and a true friend is someone who brings me new ones to explore. The time comes upon every public man when it is best for him to keep his lips closed.
Sometimes it's wisest for a leader to just stay quiet.
There is another old poet, whose name I do not now remember, who said, "Truth is the daughter of time."
Truth reveals itself as time passes.
Those who deny freedom to others deserve it not for themselves.
If you don't let others be free, you don't deserve freedom either. To sin by silence when they should protest makes cowards of men. Staying quiet when you should speak up turns us into cowards. Whatever you are, be a good one.
Strive to be the best version of yourself, no matter what you do.
When I do good, I feel good. When I do bad, I feel that's my religion.
Doing good makes me happy. Doing bad makes me sad. That's what I believe in. When you have got an elephant by the hind legs and he is trying to run away, it's best to let him run.
Holding back someone determined to leave only causes more trouble.